Bible in a Year, the Message Version, April 17, Joshua chapter 15, verse 1 through verse 63. The lot for the people of Judah, their clans, extended south to the border of Edom, to the wilderness of Zin, to the extreme south. The southern border ran from the tip of the Salt Sea south of the Tongue. It ran southward from Scorpion Pass, went around Zin, and just south of Kadesh Barnea. Then it ran past Hezron, ascended to Adar, and curved around at Karka. From there it passed along to Asmon, came out at the brook of Egypt, ending at the sea. This is the southern boundary. The eastern boundary, the Salt Sea, up to the mouth of the Jordan. The northern boundary started at the shallows of the sea at the mouth of Jordan, went up to Beth Hoglah, and around to the north of Beth Arabah, and to the stone of Boran, son of Reuben. The border then ascended to Debir from Trouble Valley and turned north toward Gilgal, which lies opposite Red Pass, just south of the gorge. The border then followed the waters of En Shemesh and ended at En Rogel. The border followed the valley of Ben Hinnom along the southern slope of the Jebusite ridge, that is, Jerusalem. It ascended to the top of the mountain opposite Hinnom Valley on the west, at the northern end of Rephaim Valley. The border then took a turn at the top of the mountain to the spring, the waters of Nephtoah, and followed the valley out to Mount Ephron, turned toward Belal, that is Karath Jearim, took another turn west to Belal, to Mount Suri, curved around to the northern shoulder of Mount Jearim, that is Keshlon, descended to Beth Shemesh, and crossed to Timnah. The border then went north to the ridge of Akron, turned toward Shekron, passed along to Mount Belal, and came out at Jabneh. The border ended at the sea. The western border, the coastline of the Great Sea. This is the boundary around the people of Judah for their clans. Joshua gave Caleb, son of Jephunneh, a section among the people of Judah according to God's command. He gave him Kirath Arba, that is Hebron. Arba was the ancestor of Anak. Caleb drove out 3 Anakim from Hebron: Sheashai, Aham, and Telemi, all descendants of Anak. He marched up from there against the people of Debir. Debir used to be called Kirath Sepher. Caleb said, "Whoever attacks Kirath Sepher and takes it, I'll give my daughter Askash to him as a wife." Othniel, son of Kenaz, Caleb's brother, took it, so Caleb gave him his daughter Achsah as his wife. When she arrived, she got him to ask for farmland from her father. As she dismounted from her donkey, Caleb asked her, "What would you like?" She said, "Give me a marriage gift. You've given me desert land. Now give me pools of water." And he gave her the upper and the lower pools. This is the inheritance of the tribe of the people of Judah, clan by clan. The southern towns of the tribe of Judah in the Negev were near the boundary of Edom: Kedez, Eder, Jeker, Kenah, Dimnah, Adai, Kadesh, Hazor, Ithnan, Ziph, Talim, Beloth, Hazor, Hadatiah, Karath, Hezron, that is Hazor, Hamam, Shama, Molada, Hazar, Gadah, Heshmon, Beth Pelet, Hazar, Shalu, Beersheba, Bizothiah, Baalah, Iam, Esma, Eltolda, Cashel, Hormah, Ziklag, Mad, Mama, Sananiah, Leboth, Shemaim, Hain, Rimnon, a total of 29 towns and their villages. In the Shephelah, the western foothills, there were Eshtalol, Zorah, Ashna, Zanoi, En Ganim, Tapho, Anam, Jeramoth, Adolam, Sokol, Azekah, Sharam, Adaham, Gedera, for the Gunaranium, 14 towns and their villages, Zenon, Hadashah, Megdal, Gad, Dilin, Mizpah, Jakol, Lachish, Bozkath, Eglon, Kabon, Lamas, Kitlish, Gedorath, Beth Dagon, Naamah, and Mekadiah, 16 towns and their villages, Lebna, Ather, Ashan, Ephatah, Ashna, Nib, Kela, Akzib, Merahiah, 9 towns and their villages, Ekron, with its towns and villages, from Ekron west to the sea, all that bordered Ashdod with its villages. Ashdod with its towns and villages, Gazeh with its towns and villages, all the way to the brook of Egypt. The great sea is the western border. In the hill country, Shemer, Jatar, Sokol, Dana, Korath, Sana, that is Dibur, Anab, Ashtamol, Anem, Goshen, Holon, Gilgal, 11 towns and their villages, Arab, Dama, Eshnan, Janem, Beth Tapoi, Af Elaka, Hemda, Kurath, Arba, that is Hebron, and Zor, 9 towns and their villages, Maon, Carmel, Ziph, Jutah, Jezreel, Jokdeam, Zeno, Cain, Gibah, and Timnah, 10 towns and their villages, Helah, Beth Zur, Gedor, Marath, Beth Anoth, and Elakon, 6 towns and their villages, Korath, Baal, that is Korath, Jerem, and Rabbah, 2 towns and their villages. In the wilderness, Beth Araba, Minim, Sakiah, Nibshan, and the city of Saul, and in Gedi, 6 towns and their villages. The people of Judah couldn't get rid of the Jebusites who lived in Jerusalem. The Jebusites stayed put, living alongside the people of Judah. They are still living there in Jerusalem. Luke chapter 18 through verse 43. One day, when one of the local officials asked him, "Good teacher, what must I do to deserve eternal life?" Jesus said, "Why are you calling me good? No one is good, only God. You know the commandments, don't you? No illicit sex, no killing, no stealing, no lying, honor your father and mother." He said, "I've kept them all for a long time, as long as I can remember." When Jesus heard that, he said, "Then there's only one thing left to do. Sell everything you own and give it away to the poor. You will have riches in heaven. Then come and follow me." This was the last thing the official expected to hear. He was very rich and became terribly sad. He was holding on tight to a lot of things and not about to let them go. Seeing his reaction, Jesus said, Do you have any idea how difficult it is for people who have it all to enter God's kingdom? I say it's easier to thread a camel through a needle's eye than to get a rich person into God's kingdom. Then, who has any chance at all? Others asked. No chance at all, Jesus said. If you think you can pull it off by yourself, every chance in the world if you trust God to do it. Peter tried to regain some initiative. We left everything we owned and followed you, didn't we? Yes, said Jesus, and you won't regret it. No one who has sacrificed home, spouse, brothers and sisters, parents, children, whatever, will lose out. It will all come back multiplied many times over in your lifetime, and then the bonus of eternal life. Then Jesus took the 12 off to the side and said, "Listen carefully. We're on the way up to Jerusalem. Everything written in the prophets about the Son of Man will take place. He will be handed over to the Romans, jeered at, ridiculed, spit on. Then, after giving him the third degree, they will kill him. In 3 days he will rise alive." But they didn't get it. Couldn't make heads or tails of what he was talking about. He came to the outskirts of Jericho. A blind man was sitting beside the road, asking for handouts. When he heard the rustle of the crowd, he asked what was going on, and they told him, "Jesus, the Nazarene, is going by." He yelled, "Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me." Those ahead of Jesus told the man to shut up, but he only yelled all the louder, "Son of David, have mercy on me." Jesus stopped and ordered him to be brought over. When he came near, Jesus said, "What do you want from me?" He said, "Master, I want to see again." Jesus said, "Go ahead, see again. Your faith has saved and healed you." The healing was instant. He looked up, seeing, and then followed Jesus, glorifying God. Everyone in the street joined in, shouting praise to God. Psalm chapter 86, verse 1 through verse 17, a David psalm. Bend an ear, God, answer me. I'm one miserable wretch. Keep me safe. Haven't I lived a good life? Help your servant. I'm depending on you. You're my God. Have mercy on me. I count on you from morning till night. Give your servant a happy life. I put myself in your hands. You're well known as good and forgiving, big-hearted to all who ask for help. Pay attention, God, to my prayer. Bend down and listen to my cry for help. Every time I'm in trouble, I call on you, confident that you will answer. There's no one quite like you among the gods, O Lord, and nothing to compare with your works. All nations you made are on their way, ready to give honor to you, O Lord. Ready to put your beauty on display, parading your greatness and the great things you do. God, you're the one. There's no one but you. Train me, God, to walk straight. Then I'll follow your true path. Put me together one heart and mind. Then undivided, I'll worship in joyful fear. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you, dear Lord. I've never kept secret what you are up to. You've always been great toward me. What love! You snatched me from the brink of disaster. God, these bullies have reared their heads, a gang of thugs after me, and they don't care a thing about you. But you, God, are both tender and kind, not easily angered, immense in love, and you never quit. You look me in the eye and show kindness. Give your servant the strength to go on. Save your dear child. Make a show of how much you love me, so the bullies who hate me will stand there, slack-jawed. as you, God, gently and powerfully put me back on my feet. Proverbs chapter 13, verse 9 and verse 10. The lives of good people are brightly lit streets. The lives of the wicked are dark alleys. Arrogant know-it-alls stir up discord, but wise men and women listen to each other's counsel. This was a daily reading from the Message version of the Bible, read to you by Bible in a Year.